Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very exciting news to share with you. Hot. I was unable to recover the project file. That's it. See you next week. No, just kidding. Oh man. Oh, I need to turn on the lights. Just a moment. So unfortunately, yeah. I was unable to recover the project file. Oh no, what do we do? Why don't I even have headphones? This is gonna be purely performative now. No, talkative. Oh well. Oh boy. Is this going to be a talk stream or a music stream? How about a chair stream? Okay, fine, if you want a chair stream. Here you go. I got nothing better to do, so you can admire the main chair that I usually sit on in its pristine form, right? But you can also meander your gaze towards the fine art of the IKEA chair. That is the IKEA chair, right? Which houses this pristine instrument of arcane magic that has been recovered from the tomb of the ancient pyramids and shit. So yeah, that's it. I don't know how to make the stream like any more interesting than that. So I guess now you have the license to leave. So yeah, we've got Paul tech support here. I've got no fucking clue. Because it's not like the other bug that I had, which was caused by Raum, by the way. So the bug this time is I try to open it up, right? It loads the plugins normally. Sometimes it like freezes, but that's normal, that's fine. And at some point I noticed that the little animation on my cursor that shows you, hey, shit is happening in FL, completely freezes, right? At a certain point it freezes, and then a couple seconds afterwards, FL just closes. It just terminates itself. No like, no screen going white, no sort of like crash report, no nothing. No, without warning. So yeah, the problem is that I have no idea why that happens. So, yay, I guess. Because like I tried checking, you know, the plugins that it loads, where exactly it stops. I tried deleting those plugins with the diagnostic tool. No, nothing happened. I tried deleting all plugins that were like, you know, that were heavy. The stuff like Contact or Archetype Nolly. These kinds of plugins. Nope, nothing. So yeah, this is my bug report, I guess. Because if it's loading but the UI freezes, a possible fix. So the fix that you're referring to, I think, is the one with the post message limit. I did try that thing as well. My user post message limit is at 60,000, so this shouldn't be an issue, but yeah, no idea. Gonna watch Evangelion. Smell you later. Have fun. Don't lose your mind, because Evangelion is a WTF type of anime. So yeah. In the precise runtime of 1 or maybe 2 episodes of anime. Well, if you're gonna binge watch it, remember, don't lose your mind. So yeah, insert Jovio at the IKEA image. I'm gonna I'm gonna be haunted by this image for the rest of time, aren't I? It was just me chilling at IKEA. That's nothing special. Oh well. So, yeah. That's weird. How often do you have your backup set to happen? Every 15 minutes, I think. The problem is that, I mean, technically I have the previous version of the project file, the one that was, you know, left untouched. But that's about it. So, like, the stuff that I just worked on Tuesday, and also Wednesday, because I kept working on it, they're gone. So, well, gone unless I somehow recover it. Where's the... Oh, sorry. Where's the autosave feature? Give me the autosave feature. Yeah, save every 10 minutes. And I tend to save loads and loads of times. So, yeah. I need my glasses. My vision is so blurred out. Nee. Evangelion's great, but the show ran out of budget by like the third to last episode. Really? Damn. So from there, it's just word salad philosophical exposition. Interesting way to describe it. Set to 5 minutes before risky operations. Yeah, but like, I don't think that changing this option is going to fix this issue. Right? Because, I mean, okay, yeah, technically you could because you have a backup, but like, again, it's... I don't know what it is. I don't know, there's no way for me to like check what plugin is causing this crash because FL has no way to dump the debug log before it like closes. The debug log itself inside of FL doesn't update when you open up a project file. It only updates once the project file has finished loading, which in this case it doesn't. And there is like, yeah, the diagnostic tool doesn't really give you enough context in the window where it like tells you which plugin do you want to delete, right? It doesn't give you any context on where that plugin is. It just shows you, okay, it's this plugin with this name, but where is it? I don't know, buddy. So, yeah. Only lose 2 to 3 minutes of work if anything. Yeah, but the problem is that I can have a backup, but if the problem exists in the backup, then I'm screwed, right? And I guess in this case, I'm fully screwed, right? So, yeah. Aware of the debug log shenanigans. Yeah, it's sad. The way you look in that image is just so funny. You look like a K-pop idol. In what world do I look like a K-pop idol? Like, fucking K-pop idols are hot. I'm not. Yo. Okay. No offense. I'm incredibly offended now. You think I'm hot? That is very offensive. I'm gonna have to cancel you. So yeah. I guess I'll check tomorrow for any other solutions. And I mean, what I did actually try was deleting absolutely every single plugin that was on the list. And that works, you know. The project loads immediately. So I guess I could do that. But then again, it's frustrating having to, you know, to redo everything. I really hate redoing shit. But yeah. Though this did kind of, you know, open my eyes again, my eyes, on that FL desperately needs some kind of update that allows you to debug FL itself properly, right? Because right now the tools that we have are just not enough to fix most problems, right? Because again, think about it, like the diagnostic tool is very limited, right? You can't do much. You can file a crash report or a bug report right there, which is convenient, right? When it comes to fixing project files, you can only delete plugin that caused a crash while FL was saving. Okay, very specific, but that is like completely worthless in my opinion. Completely worthless, because that doesn't really tend to happen. What tends to happen more is that a plugin crashes at startup, right? Where again, you have this entire list of plugins that just, you don't know which plugin to delete, especially if you like have no clue which plugin causes the crash. Like if you knew, okay, it was OTT, it was Shaperbox, okay, you would probably want to delete some OTT instance inside of that list. But other than that, you're dead. You're dead, right? So yeah, if ImageLine is listening, I don't know if they are going to be listening to the stream, maybe perhaps in the future, or maybe they are right now. If there is some kind of employee and they're watching this, please make an update to FL Studio so that I can debug it properly. Like, I'm talking having the ability to like dump the debug log after FL, you know, closes down. That would be a lifesaver, right? Because from that I can already see, okay, FL crashed while loading this plugin. I'm going to delete that specific plugin, and that saves the majority of issues. And yeah, I would like an update to the diagnostic tool, so that at the very least the menu that shows every single plugin is a bit more, you know, has better context attached to it. Because a gigantic list, just a massive heap of plugins, isn't really going to help me if I don't know which plugin it is. So yeah, it would be fantastic. It would be great. So yeah, because this might be very tedious, but you could do what I did when I found out Xylanth was causing freezes, and just use the diagnostic tool to delete plugins one at a time. Oh no. That's gonna take me eons. That is actually going to take me eons. But yeah, something tells me I might have to do that. Just go through the diagnostic and just like delete, make a new project, delete, make a new project. I'm not looking forward to that. I am definitely not looking forward to that. Because, yeah. Annoying. Very annoying. Try deleting the plugins you most suspect could cause a freeze first. I actually already did that. So from the hint panel on startup, and when you load a project, the hint panel tells you for like a fraction of a millisecond which plugin it's loading, right? So it first says Fruity Wrapper and then loading Harmer, for example, right? Yeah, and usually from that you could technically tell which plugin is, you know, causing the crash. If it says Harm for a split second and then FL crashes, okay, then you may think, okay, maybe a Harmer is the culprit. And that's what I did. The project said Harmer, froze, dies. So I thought, okay, it must be some Harmer instance. I deleted all Harmer instances. That did help it out a little bit, and then at some point it just froze on a different thing. It froze. It froze on a sample. On a sample, right? Not a plugin that I can delete, but a sample file. So I'm completely lost as to what to do in that case, because like, there is no way a sample can like crash a file, as far as I know. Deleting all plugins, you know, does allow me to load the project file, so it definitely can't be a sample, right? So that's the main issue at the moment. I don't know which plugin it is that is causing the crash. Once I figure out which one it is, we would be back in business. So yeah, maybe that's gonna be like the stream for today. Just figuring out which plugin it is. That'll be, God, I feel like these past streams have just been like busy work and diagnostics instead of like actual production. It's kind of sad, not gonna lie. But I mean, yeah, I could try that. Fix FL Studio song project. It's called Core. So yeah, again, if I and then delete all. Let's press start. Project was saved. Let's open it up. Hey, kitty quoi. It loads completely fine, right? Well, completely fine, except that, you know, all plugins are gone. So that's the only problem. So I'm just left with samples. There are no effects or plugins or synths, which I guess is good to know. That means it's not a sample, right? So we can discard samples. But yeah, what kind of plugin is it? Let's see. In the meantime, you guys can like talk about your day, how you've been, how well you've done things. It's okay. I'll be busy for a little bit. So like first the crashes happened with Harmer specifically. So I guess I'm just gonna once again delete Harmer instances. I mean, it's Harmer. Hang on. Like, that's the thing. It's Harmer. It's Harmer. Harmer shouldn't crash. So. What can we do? Tonal balance control. I don't think I need that. Mono sub. The ones in the stuff on the master, I don't think I need that. Right. Where to even start? Or you could try something else. Fuck it. Instead of like just aimlessly trying every single thing. The other option is to basically to disable certain groups of plugins. Right. Is there a folder called kilohertz in here? No. Good. Just gonna take that. I'm gonna put it on documents, for example, right? Fruity wrapper. That's technically Fruity Dance, isn't it? You know. Okay, let's close a file. Open a file. And let's see what happens. So now it's like unable to load every single like kilohertz plugin, for example. That's a good coffee. That is a good coffee. Opening Fruity wrapper. Like, as far as I can tell, it can like load in synths just fine. Yeah, happened again. Click. Done. So it's definitely not the kilohertz plugins. So I'll just put that back where it belongs. Boop. What kind of plugin did I use that will crash this? Serum 2? Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. How about we disable Serum 2, for example? Like, Serum 2 seems... I mean, I doubt that Steve is a bad programmer. I mean, it wasn't just like done by Steve Duda, but you know, maybe Steve is an evil man. Just like, you know, putting backdoors on plugins to make sure that we can't finish our projects. That way it can conquer the world. That would be kind of funny. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's see. Nope, happened again, so it isn't serum. And at that point, I'm out of options because I cannot really think of any other plugin that will crash. Like, which plugin would crash in that instance? That's the thing. Spec Ops isn't... I don't think I've even used Spec Ops in the project. Huh. Let's think. Let us concentrate. I mean, I can once again try to disable Raum, right? Because back then, Raum was the main culprit for most things, so yeah. Let's see if that loads. My, those eyes like fire am a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Good coffee. How about now? Reactor. Harmer and... Nope. Crash. We can confirm it's not... Raum. How about, like, disabling Vital? Once again, I doubt that Vital is the culprit. It may be quite buggy, but, you know. In the meantime, let me charge my mouse. My mouse. Loading decent sampler. I think those were Reactor. No. Yep, crashed again. Again, like, I noticed that I can tell when it's about to crash because, you know that, like, little animation? When you have, the animation set to entertain me in the general settings, right? It, like, places, like, small little loop-de-loop. This rainbow loop-de-loop that, you know, tells you, hey, shit's being done. Don't worry, boss. I'm doing my job, right? That's basically a file telling you that. And this little loop-de-loop, for some reason, like, lags. And then it stops. And then FL crashes. So, that's when I can tell, yo, FL's about to die. We're about to have another patient. That's the thing. What could I have added? Which nasty majesty did I add to deserve this fate? Right. What sort of hex did I accidentally enchant my plugin enchant my project file with? That's the thing. That's the biggest issue. You know, figuring this out would be, you know, that would be my biggest dream, right? Ah, god damn it. It almost seemed like it was about to go. I disabled Soothe and Shaper Box in that case. It loads Reactor just fine. I don't think I've used things like Morph. Contact definitely is not the culprit because it does take a while to load Contact, but it still loads it at the very end, so it must be fine, right? My, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect. You're a funeral pyre. Alright, let's try this again. It's loading the contacts. I can tell because the fruity wrapper takes like 5 million years to load. Oh man. The verso articulate. Reactor. No, happen again. Like, it seems like it's going well at first, right? And then at some point it lags out. It lags out if it's, as if like the GPU is like completely... Is at like 100% capacity and then it just dies. What else can we disable? What else did I use? Disable... Let's disable Raum again. And I'm gonna do something controversial. How about I disable Saturn? Saturn. Corrosion. I don't think I used corrosion. Or how about clamp? I used clamp a lot. Yeah, clamp and... Blah, blah, sorry. There. Let's do archetype Nolly as well. There are others that are in folders, but I'll tackle those. I'll tackle those later. Let's see if that loads. Oh. Water. FL's still doing stuff. Okay. Okay. And... Nope. It just died. Crap, yo. Damn, brother. Looks like you got. Ha, ha, ha. What else? What else can we delete? Or, more specifically, what did I use? I think that's like the biggest problem right now because I'm not 100% sure which plugins Layer. Yeah, Layer could also be an issue. Module. I assume if I do this, this is gonna leave it alone, right? Or not? This stream is just me making weird sounds as I try to figure this out. Okay, those are the contacts. Stop contact, Alter! Stop contact. We await patiently. Reactor, the vocalize pads. Nope, lagged out again. That's the thing, it like lags out. It lags out before it dies. And that's what I find particularly weird. And what makes me think that this is not like an issue with the plugins, but rather more like an issue with, wait, disable, yep. Maybe the graphics? Because I wouldn't know any other reason why this would, like, you know, crash. It does load decent sampler just fine. I'm gonna commit a cardinal sin in the color-based community. I'm gonna disable chroma as well. And let's see. No, I don't want shortcuts to downloads. Thank you. Okay. How about now? Ah. Ugh. No, not chroma! I'm afraid, yes. I have to fucking diagnose why this fucking project file doesn't want to load. Okay, yes. Reaktor. It lagged out again. Ich verstehe die Welt nicht mehr. Let's try one more thing. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna actually use the diagnostic tool. What BPM is Aphelion? 20 Bruder. 120. Same as DNet, by the way. That's also 120 BPM. Kudoclasm. Let's do this. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna delete everything that's a synth, right? Which means, yes. Because, like, it got me thinking, hey, I'm currently disabling effects plugins, right? What if it's not effects plugins, but simply one of the synths over here? Let's try this. Recovered. And let's see what happens. Bloop. It's loading it. It's loading it. Hey, yo, what? Oh, would you look at that? Yep. And all these plugins are missing. Okay. Wait, let's close out of this. Disable. Fuck. How do I remove it from... Oh, I'll have to do it one by one. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Here, archetype nolly. Sorry. But I've gotten a step closer. Okay, let's search again. Good. This means that all plugins are loaded. What's this? And let's open up the recovered file again. Is it loading everything? There we are. Huh. Well, would you look at that? So we've got some stuff, yo. Ah, good to know that actually I can remove these altogether. Good, okay. Yeah, but the thing is, the majority of shit is missing, so that's good. But okay, so it's indeed not an effect, it's a synth. It's some kind of synth that is causing this crash. Which is absolutely fantastic, because I don't think I have that many things over here. So, let's just, you know what? Let's keep it going. I wanted to do a chill talk stream, but no. I guess you can blame Paul for, like, not giving us the chill talk stream that we have been promised. Again, like, the crash happens roughly around the Harmer instances, right? So I assume that this happens. It happens after the reactor. Over here. I'm gonna delete everything below the labs. Let's try that first. Okay. Though again, it would be very, very strange if the reason is sorry, if the reason is Harmer out of all things. That'd be weird. Let's see. Loading. What do we have? Decent sampler. Oh. I was about to celebrate. I was about to celebrate. Bruh, fuck you. Fuck you, FL. Because, like, usually it got stuck during the Harmers, and then it passed the Harmers, but no. Okay, let's keep going. Where does it crash? Tell me. Tell me. How do I know? Oh yeah. God damn it, I'm not sure what it is. No, like, let me think for a moment, because, like, it's trying to load the playlist. For the reason it still crashes. If I delete... Actually, what if I delete the prisms? Let's try that. Also deleting the reactor instances because they have prism. This might help us, hopefully. I don't know. Okay, so BRSO, loading another contact. You know one thing that I'm very confused by? Oh, that did it. Yep, that seems to have done it. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, it just loaded the project. Okay. Okay. The thing is, I'm kind of confused as like what FL loads first when you open up a project file, right? Okay, but there it is. Just that most of our stuff is missing. Yeah. So, let us try minimizing the amount of stuff that we delete. Like, for example, let's actually like just delete the reactor instances and see if maybe that is why, you know. Maybe it's reactor. That could be with that. Sorry. Browse. Kudoclasm, there we are. And I think that's actually a pretty good idea because I do have a backup of those prisms. Okay, let's see if my assessment is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, time to gamble. Will it load the project file? Place your bets now in the comments, I guess. Okay, loading up contact. Nope, crashed. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, so it's a combination of things then. That makes things even more difficult. Oh, I should have probably checked what. Damn it. Should have probably checked what did get deleted. Actually, let's do the following. Let's try doing something very interesting. I'm going to load the previous version of this project file. And out of that, I can tell which things I added afterwards, right? So I can either delete the new stuff, or I can delete old stuff, which might also cause this, right? And then add them back later. Because like I know for a fact that the old project loads completely fine. There it is. Okay. Fantastic. So now I can move this guy over here. We had the drums. Indeed. We only had one contact? Damn, okay. Did we really only have one contact? That's weird. Oh, yeah. Well, shit. No, then hang on. Wait. Then I'm not going to open up that. I'm going to open up a different project file. Give me a moment. I opened this up. What is the earliest date that we have? I worked on it on a Tuesday, right? Yes. Okay, how about this one? So this is the earliest backup that we have from Tuesday, from the stream 2 days ago. Pretty sure this one has to load. Otherwise, don't worry. I have like 3 other backups that might work. Does it load? Does it load? Does it load? Does it load? It load? It load? It load? I think it loads. Holy shit! It loads. Okay, good. We have stuff. So those are all those are all things. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's from the previous version. Okay, good. So now I have a bit more context on what we had before things went to shit. I could now try to like load in every single like file that we had from yesterday, but no, I'm not doing that. What I can do instead is diagnose. Let's go over here. Kudoclasm and there. What can we remove? The main drum and the other drum patches we can just outright delete. Because we don't need those. There was a MIDI out, which was for the sidechain, if I recall correctly. Indeed, it was for the sidechain, so that means I actually don't need this. Good. We had 2 contact instances. These ones are inside of the patcher. The rest is up until Cremona Quartet. Yes, good. We had a fruity dance in there? That's under unsorted, okay. Yeah, I should probably go in the all category. That's a good idea, actually. Yep, lo and behold, fruity dance is over there. Then we had a sub bass. I've just been enlightened. I think I've just been enlightened. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting to know. So apparently it loads. So the first thing that FL loads, I think, is it first loads the channel rack, right, with all the stuff on it. But it loads them like corresponding to the display filter, the very top, like top down menu, where it has like all audio automation unsorted, right? If you press all, it loads everything in that specific order, right? So knowing that, I just need to find out where it actually like crashes in that list of things, right? So, what did I have? I had some like prisms over here, right? Yes, we can just delete the prisms. Let's delete the prisms. Hexateron, yes, Hexateron, welcome back. Where is it? Where are the prisms? Those 2 are the prisms. Then we had the Labs 3. That is also a thing that we have. The rest is up to you. Sorry. Uh-huh. So in other words, like, just to like, can I maybe show this? I think no. Or yes. Let's check actually. Oh, okay, that's the. The old project file. Okay, and I guess that's diagnostic. So this is like, okay, I've just been like enlightened to how like FL loads stuff. So basically all of this over here, right, is stuff from the previous version of the project file. This up until the harmer over here, right, that is new shit. That's stuff that we did yesterday. So basically, I have two options. Either I remove the new stuff and I have to start from scratch, or I try like alleviating the load a little bit by deleting previous stuff where I know I have a backup, and I think I want to do that. So this I can delete as far as I know, right? Yes. I can delete this. I can delete... What is this? Oh, that's the vital. Okay. Congratulations! And everyone claps. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna take a gamble on like this strat of trying to delete old stuff so I can recover it. Let's see if that gamble works. There we go. You see on like the top left over here, right? It tells you which plugins are being loaded in. But it's like a split second. That's the thing. But no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business. Okay. Okay. This is good. This is good. You know what? I don't think that it was Reactor that caused it to crash. It must have been Labs. I don't know why, but Labs is like extremely buggy. Look at this. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business. Wonderful. Wonderful, look at this. It's loading everything up. So now... Come on. Hey! Beautiful! Okay, so that means... I can delete... these recoveries. This one works. Good. Very good. So... with that out of the way... I now need to, like, search up... the stuff that I don't need. So the main drums, yeah, I can delete that. Delete. Delete. And the MIDI out. Contact. At some point, I should have a vital. There we are. So we have two prisms. This is number one. And this is number two. And then we had this guy over here. A resonator music box, and I hope that Labs doesn't crash now. It didn't. Okay. Beautiful! We figured it out! We figured it out. Holy shit, we figured it out. Yeah, we figured it out. And then we figured it out. Wait, I'm gonna tell Paul. What do I tell him? I gotta work it now. Lmao. There we are. shit. That's... Man. Good. That's good. Okay. What isn't so good is that I now need to be careful with... yeah. We're able to fix it. I was able to fix it. So in the end, I said, hey, I have like a previous version of this. I'm just gonna check which plugins are the stuff that I just added, and I discovered how FL actually like loads stuff in. So you know how like you have the channel rack, and you have like all these categories, okay? FL loads every single thing over here, including like automations and like samples, from top to bottom on the all category, right? So in this case, it loads this stuff first, then it loads these two automations, then it loads another serum, then contact, yada 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 yada, all the way to the bottom. Then it starts loading the playlist. Then it starts loading the mixer, right? And with that knowledge, I was able to crack the code. Because then I could determine, hey, which are the things that I added in the following session, right? Because after that, I would have two options. I could delete the new stuff that I added, because, well, they technically are responsible for, you know, the crash, or I could try to delete the old stuff from the previous project file, because then I know, okay, I have a backup of these plugins, right? I did the previous method. I figured, hey, I could delete the prisms. We got it working. Hell yeah. Okay, but another question is, how the fuck do I do it so it doesn't, like, crash again? Wait, I think I'm gonna actually freeze these things. Or, you know what, hang on. Did I already close the other instance? No. Maybe I should, like, God damn it, maybe I shouldn't have inserted these things right away. But, hey, it's fine. Okay. It's fine. I'll just freeze these. Just do like a pre-freeze and then just delete the plugins. There we are. And besides, I do have the backups over here, so yeah. Oh, but I can tell that FL is very laggy right now. It is very laggy. Oh, these three were they played together. Good to know. Okay. They have been deleted. Save. Okay, let's route these two things over here. All right. So now the question is, should we double check? Should we double check that this worked? Because this may have been a one-off. Should I dare? Should I dare? Or actually, wait, let me, like, maybe freeze other things, but I don't know why. I don't know what. Okay, no, fuck it. Let's save it. Let's close out of it. Okay? Let's close out of it. And, open it back up again to see if it works. Oh, I can't close out of it. That's interesting. That's when you know the project file is working perfectly fine. Which one is it? So it's the bottom one. Yes. I was correct. Great. Alright. Moment of truth. Wait, moment of truth? Is that a Modus reference? Indeed. It's the moment of truth, people. There. Let's see if that works. PU. No sé lo que dices, pero estoy en acuerdo. Let's see if it works. Still loading. Still loading. Vocalize and... Yep. Playlist is loaded. It's loading the mixer. We got it. Hell yeah. We got it, baby! Oh, I'm so happy now. I am very happy. Like, that's some BS, yo. In the meantime, at the other project file, I'm gonna save it as a backup. Important backup. What about just in case you need it. There we are. Let's close out of this. And there we are. Beautiful. Oh. Nice. I guess as a reward for today, because I'm too exhausted now and like too exhausted and like just not as much in a good mood to like produce now. The reward for finally figuring out what was wrong with this. I'm gonna show you like a snippet of the second drop. Yep. That was Echo's idea, by the way. He wanted a 7/8 gent drop at the end. And I'm much obliged, you know? So, yeah. Beautiful. We've solved the issue. I'm gonna go to bed now. Oh, man. God, I really wish that this wouldn't have happened, you know? Because I actually wanted to, like, continue work on this. But yeah, sometimes FL really, well, not FL, God really hates me. So yeah, drum mixing is it's a work in progress, Tao. Don't like, you know, don't roast me yet, okay? I'll add some good drums, right? It might be like the one with the Saint Anger snare. It may be a drum that is more fitting for gent, but we'll see about that. But the one thing that I will probably need, I know that I have, you know, how's it called? Shreddage Argent, right? But I may need your your guitar recordings for this, because we need to gent. We need proper, authentic gent. Guitar is good though. Really? Damn. That's good. That is good to know. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. This, like, you have no idea how much this, how much like this drained my energy, just like trying to figure out why this wasn't like loading in. So yeah, I might do like another stream this week to compensate, because yeah. So we'll see about that. So Doom music, yes, indeed Doom music, because Shreddage Argent does use the guitar that was used in Doom and Doom Eternal, so it is Doom music. So yeah. I mean, just make sure that it's playable. I hope it's playable, right? I think it is playable. Like, ba ba da 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 da. Right? It's in 7/8. It should be playable, I think. So yeah. All right. But yeah, I guess that's about it for this maintenance stream. I guess. For this maintenance stream. I hope you found some enjoyment in it. I'll figure out if I might do another stream this week to compensate. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep, because I'm done with technical issues and stuff, technical mistakes as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Make sure you have backups, and yeah, see you next time.